Hi, welcome to iHeart Reviewing Stuff. So I didn't do an unboxing, but the stall, since she's my favorite OMG doll, I figured I should do a video for her. So I have OMG Queen's Sways. So if you've never collected any LOL OMG dolls and you're like, oh, I wonder which one I should get, and like they are pretty pricey, this is the one I would recommend. Like, I really didn't know I was gonna like her so much. But yeah, she's definitely one of the best in my opinion. Now, we don't have Royal Bee, Lady Diva, Miss Independent, Dolly, Camp Cutie, and the first collector doll, Crystal Star. So there's only like 6 dolls that I don't have to compare to, and I haven't bought Splash Beauty yet, or what's the other one? Runaway Diva. So yeah, so I don't have like every doll to compare her to. Oh, and Trendsetter, I don't have either. But just based, I mean, I've seen them in store. Well, I think most of them I can see their faces now, except for a few of those. I don't think Miss Independent, I think, is like a blind one, and Camp Cutie and Dolly, I think, are blind ones. I've heard a lot of people actually like Dolly, so I'm like, okay, well, I missed the opportunity to get her. But yeah, so this is OMG Queen's Sways. Very, very pretty doll. Her shoes have like gold painted on laces. She's got like a little gold, says OMG, and there's another, I don't really know what design that is, gold painted on detail. She's actually got heels, because I know a lot of people don't like when the OMG dolls do the shoes and don't have like heels on them. So it's nice that these ones have it. So yeah, a lot of painted on details on the shoes, which is always fun. It's definitely kind of something that we don't get with, like, you know, Barbie and some other dolls tend to just, the shoe molds tend to all just be whatever the plastic color is that they did, and they don't really paint on any details. So it's always a nice thing with, like, I think Rainbow High and OMG dolls. And I think even Nana surprise dolls. Not sure about. Yeah, I think Loopsy also too actually has more details on the shoes. And she's got this like gold ribbon in her, I don't know if these are called buns or knots, on top of her head. I guess on mine, I ordered this off of Amazon, and I was actually really happy that her eyes looked like they got stamped in the exact right spot that they're supposed to. And I didn't see any like paint mess ups, because I had looked at a bunch of her at a couple of Targets and a Walmart, and I didn't really feel super happy with any of them. Some of them I think had maybe scratches on the eyes already, and then definitely watch out for glue stains. But I think a lot of Sways, the eyes like aren't stamped in the right spot. So like where the white is, if it's not stamped, it can look like she's kind of got like bags under her eyes. There's a lot of that, I think, going on with this particular doll. She's got a nice pretty like, not really glittery, it's more like a metallic paint, green lip. I really like the jewelry. I like that it's, you know, a shiny gold, and it's got some cool design kind of in sort of a coral. I think it's meant to match this neon pink hair, but it's not quite, I think, a match, because it gives me a more orange vibe in the paint, but it goes with the makeup above her eyebrow. And then she's got a like choker necklace piece that goes well with the earrings. She's got like gold zippers, just kind of faux zippers, but they put a real little metal piece on there, which is pretty cool. And then I really like, so I'll take the jacket off so I can show it better. I actually like her jacket. I almost like never use dolls' jackets, but hers I really like. But yeah, so her top, let me see, I can show in the back, probably pretty good. So it's gold chains are the straps, and then they put a gold chain going across. And then she's got, again, some more of this like design that I think kind of goes with the eye and makeup and earrings. And then they put some green over here. And then I really like her socks, which I don't know if it's going to show on camera, but they're kind of a black glittery effect on the socks, but I like the stripes at the top. And then really like her hair. It looks nice and full to me. I mean, if you look through, I don't know if it's rooted to people's liking. To me, I like it just fine. I'm probably gonna just leave her hair in this style. I don't know if I'd ever want to mess with it. I feel like if I did, I'd maybe want to get a second one. If I wanted to take like the hair down on one, because I don't think I could recreate this. So for now, I'm just gonna probably leave it. I mess with a lot of these dolls' hair, but I think like Missy Meow, I think it was, the one for Baby Cat. I never messed with her hair. And there might be another one or two. That's the one that sticks out to me that I know I didn't ever, I was like, I'm just gonna leave the hair. Spirit Queen, I messed with her hair because I didn't like the style it was in. But this, I like the style it's in, and then same with like the OMG doll for Baby Cat. Okay, so I did so she has like, when you see her in store, you're not gonna see quite a bit of the socks. You're not gonna see these shorts or this top, because they put this on over her, which I put on this budget swim OMG doll, whose hands I can't take off, so I was kind of bummed. Where did I put? Oh, so yeah, so OMG Sways comes with this bracelet. I wish that it was just separate pieces instead of one huge chunky bracelet. Like, I would rather it be like a yellow bracelet, this like, you know, reddish orange, pinkish one, and then like the gold. I would rather give like Sweets had, like some gold separated bracelets. I can't think of what the style is. Maybe bangles or something they call those. So I wish it was separated. And if it was, I could probably get it on her, because this one, some of these, if you're lucky enough to find, they might have removable hands, but I never could find ones with the articulation at the elbow like they usually have, and wrist. So yeah, so she doesn't have removable hands. And I tried for a while. I was like, well, maybe I can still muscle this on. Of course, then I was worrying, would I be able to get it off ever? But I couldn't get it to even open enough to get it on her hand. So that's just an unfortunate thing that I don't really understand why they did with these dolls with the two versions. So yeah, but she comes with this also, which is not a favorite piece for me. Just because it's gold plastic, and I wish it was gold chains like her top has. And the purse like looks like it would open, but it doesn't, and it's too tiny to even put anything in. So that's the thing with OMG dolls, that I kind of wish they would give us fabric purses like they do in Rainbow High. Because Rainbow High, like those junior high ones have backpacks, and then what is it? I think a couple in series 3 got fabric bags, and I think the twins have like a fabric purses. So this, I don't know, I guess because of Rainbow High, I'm kind of like, this isn't as exciting to me. I just think instead of this plastic painted gold chain effect, it would have been cooler if it was real chains. But I know that would probably be harder to clasp in the back than this is for, you know, when you think about kids. And then, yeah, I just wish if they wanted to keep it plastic, I wish it was bigger so that we could actually maybe have it open, is my only complaint with that. But yeah, really nice fur black coat, and I'm not really a fur person, but yeah, I really liked this jacket on her. And then, oh, she also comes with glasses, and yeah, I wasn't into these glasses. They seem to, I feel like OMG dolls always get glasses. I could be wrong. But they always give them such pretty makeup that I think a lot of us just almost never put the glasses on them, because then it's going to cover up some of the eyes and we want to show off their pretty face makeup. So yeah, so that's Sway's. This piece, I actually feel like you could use it, even though it's like mesh, so it is kind of, you know, see-through, but I think it kind of, because it has that OMG printed on the top, I feel like that's giving her some coverage up there. Definitely give her some bottoms though, because the slit is so high on the side. I almost wish, and for some reason they wanted to make the back longer than the front, which I don't know if I really like. I feel like if they had just maybe kept them the same length and then maybe not made the slit so high up, then it could actually feel like, you know, more of a dress that you can reuse. So I don't know, if you have like sewing skills, maybe you can alter this and sew it a little bit up at the top so that it looks more like a actual dress. But usually there's pretty good amount of like undergarment pieces with these dolls that you could probably use that hopefully doesn't clash with the colors in this. So that's her. And then I'm gonna share, so because I know not everyone has an Instagram, so I did a Monster High Lagoona doll. I had a Monster High Lagoona doll to kind of take inspiration from, but I knew I wanted to make her a little more monster-like, and then I looked up, there was a lot of Lagoona dolls where it looks like they add, like, sometimes I think it's translucent, like fins on her arms and legs. So I did make my own with like some dark blue clay and super glued them on. And then I put like a glittery paint on it because I figured that maybe makes it, give it kind of an ocean theme. And then these are definitely bigger ears than Lagoona usually gets, but I felt that maybe makes her a little more monster looking. Because I think she's supposed to be kind of like a sea monster, like creature from the Black Lagoon or something, kind of inspired. So this one, her face was really hard. I'm not 100% happy with how her face turned out. I like the nail polish that I gave her. Definitely when you do that, have a very like thin brush and like make sure your hand is steady. And then I do her toes too. I did toes on the Greta custom that I did as well. But yeah, like I have a really skinny brush, but maybe I just wasn't having a steady enough hand because I wasn't super happy with her freckles. They're a little bigger than I wanted. And then I wasn't happy with the eyelashes. I just wish they were a little like thinner, and I wanted to get more curl on them than I achieved. I'm pretty fine with the eyebrows, to be honest. Like they're kind of pretty uniform looking. I don't feel like they stick out on her face as something that bugs me. It's more the freckles and the eyelashes that I'm not loving. And the bottom purple eyeshadow that I was trying to do isn't as crisp as I wanted. And even the eye color with, you know, the black pupils isn't perfect, but I didn't want to mess with it too much because I felt like if I do, I'll be more and more nitpicky and either just never get her done or like it'll start like getting messy if I mess with it like too much. So I had to kind of just be like, no, it is what it is. Just be happy with how it's turned out. And her hair, I actually was pretty happy I achieved like an ombre effect because I would say it's like a lighter teal up here and then it slowly gets to a darker teal. I wanted to do that with her hair. And this is obviously swag, OMG doll. Yeah, so I dyed her with Rit Teal that I got for like $2.99 at Hobby Lobby. I did it twice. The first time I think is where like I probably just did the very ends and got them nice and dark. And then the second time I tried to go up further, but not leave it in the dye too long. I didn't really time how long I did it, but I would say like maybe 5 minutes or so. It wasn't very long because I knew I wanted it to be lighter and then get darker in the hair. So, but she was fun to do. I did her just because the Lagoona we have is from 2016, and not a great Lagoona doll. She has like no articulation. She came with really cheap fabric skirt, and she has like the molded on kind of bodysuit, swimsuit thing going on that they did. And then her fins are kind of just like flat molded on her arms and legs. And then her ears, actually her ears looked fine to me, but they were definitely like, they do really small ears for some reason on Lagoona. So, but yeah. And then I gave her, this is Agent Glamour's, whatever thing, kind of bodysuit sort of outfit that I wasn't crazy about. And then this is Miss Glam's skirt. And the skirt is actually kind of see-through, so it helps that this is a bodysuit, not just a top. So yeah, but that's my custom Lagoona that I worked on. And then I'll show Greta real quick, because I think I did a video for Greta, but it was like, I was going to have to do like a take 2 on Greta. So here's Greta from Gremlins. I actually have, I just haven't unboxed her. I don't know if I'm going to, actually, to be honest. So there's like the Monster High Skulllector, very expensive doll. I think this doll, like what, retailed for like $60 plus tax and shipping. So I had to pay $85 to get her because I had to buy someone's extra. That I was just really, really lucky to be able to get, because yeah, she was on eBay. It was gonna cost way over $100 to try to get this doll, so I just didn't think I was gonna get her. And I actually did try to order her like after the countdown ended, but the website kept crashing on me for like the first 2 to 4 minutes, and I heard that she sold out in under 2 minutes. It's crazy to me. I really hope Mattel Creations can figure out a way to improve that. I think they should charge like a membership like they do with Barbie Signature. Because it's crazy to me that I couldn't even get one, I think, added to my cart, even though I think it had an add to cart button. Some people I know, they got like an add to cart button, like they were able to put it in their cart, and there was like they were on this like waiting line, which is really weird, that I've never seen a website do, where you're like in line to check out, and then it like sold out on them and they couldn't get the doll, which would be even more heartbreaking because I was already heartbroken that like I couldn't figure out how to get her. But the bizarre thing is that who I bought an extra from was able to buy 3. Like they did the 2 limit and then went back and bought another one, and I guess just sent it to a different address. So like obviously that's probably what like eBay scalpers do as well, is they're ordering more than 2, but maybe doing different emails, different addresses. I don't know, some way to get away with it, which is sad. But happy that I have her. So like when I thought I wasn't gonna get her was when I decided like I was gonna make my own. And I tried to make her a little more ugly because people thought that this Monster High doll was too pretty. So I tried to go for like more of a real Gremlins vibe. Like I would say the ears are pretty big on the Skulllector one, but yeah. She was, and this one was easier, I would say, when you paint a darker color on a doll. I don't think you have to do quite as many layers, because this it took me several days to get all the layers of this like really light blue thick enough on her, because like you have to paint it on, and you have to kind of walk away, let it dry, and then come back and do another layer because it takes a while to like cover up the underneath skin tone on them. But I would say this one was easier because it's a dark green. So she's not as dark green in this, as you guys can see. But I did do some of that light green they had going on, and yellow I kind of used as like highlights. And there's a lot you actually don't see because she's got this dress on, but I have like designs on her legs, and then I did her chest area, which you can kind of see, and then I have it on the arms as well. This is a Barbie dress, the like bridal fashion pack. It's a little bit big on her, so like you kind of have to get like a clip, and then you can kind of make it squeeze on a little more tight because it's just a little bit too much loose on the top of her. But I feel like the veil fits well. And then I didn't do earrings. I realized later that, oh, okay, I don't have the silver hoops that they gave her. But obviously I didn't give her like the same outfit, so I kind of just let that go. But yeah, with this one I felt happier with the, I guess, the dots that I achieved, that I wanted them to kind of mimic like spikes on her. And then I don't know, I did the eyelashes a little different on this one compared to the other one, so they're not like as long. So that might be what I'm also liking more with this one. And the eyes are a little smaller, I think, which kind of gives her like a creepy vibe that I like. So yeah, figured I'd share her. And then her toes are painted red as well, and her fingernails. It's a little harder to see, I think, because she's dark green. But yeah, the nail polish on the toes and hands matches the lip color is how I kind of did them. And then their eyeshadows, I think it is obvious that they're different because I actually mixed, I used this like light purple on her and then like an eggplant purple for the veins in the ears. And then for her eyeshadow, I actually mixed those two purples together because I didn't want it to look like they had the same eyeshadow. So yeah, so thanks for watching. Just wanted to share the couple customs that I have. Oh, okay, wait, before I end, I'll show real quick because I did write down, I've got the codes. So that's an 82 for the workout one. And then, okay, can't really see. Love Struck is 81. She's Shady is 77. This is 79. It's looking kind of backwards on here, so I apologize for that. Glitter Bomb, the rare one, is 80. 76 for the like Carrie one. She's number 73, the shopper one, and the baseball one is 74. And the last two, Cold Hearted is number 78, and Ready to Drop is 75. So I wanted to share real quick the codes on that. I actually have the codes for BPAC dolls as well by Spin Master. I just don't have a checklist, so I couldn't like write it down. But I think if you follow the hashtag BPAC dolls, you'll find the account that posted. If there's a particular one you want for BPAC dolls, they have the codes on there. It's A to J. Now my Walmarts and Targets don't have them yet. I think I have one Target, but it's like, ugh. I think the city that it's in is a good 45 minutes to an hour away from me. So, and they only have, I think it says maybe 3 or 4 are left. So I have no idea if, because I already have 3 BPAC dolls. I think I have number A, which was like a rare, and then I have E and F or something like that, I believe, in our collection so far. So that makes me nervous because I'm like, well, I don't know what letters they have at that store. What if it's exactly the same? And then I will have driven there for no reason. I think they're on Amazon though, but with only, what is that? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. So there's only like 10 to collect, and I have 3 of them. So the odds aren't super in my favor that Amazon might possibly send me a letter I don't have. So, but if you need the codes for that, you can always message me on Instagram as well. And then I think I cracked those baby alive foodie cuties. I think we know all of those as well, thanks to friends helping and stuff. Uh, what else? So this is Zombaes Forever that I wanted to make sure I shared the codes on since we have them all. And then with these, I think are cracked, and I know who to direct you to because I don't think I have those written down, but I know who does on Instagram. So thanks for watching. Bye.